Signs a woman likes you and is trying not to show it. Psychology tricks. What you do speaks so loudly that I cannot hear what you say. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Most guys expect interest to show up like a billboard. If she likes you, she'll spell it out, right? Not quite. Very often, when a woman is genuinely attracted to you, she'll work hard to keep it under wraps. Sounds backward, but it's how the psychology of attraction often plays out. Emotions are there, strategy kicks in. Why the cloak and dagger? Simple, risk management. She doesn't want to look eager, surrender leverage, or take a direct hit from rejection. Men typically pursue, women usually position. So her interest rarely arrives as a bold declaration. It shows up as microsignals, small changes in behavior, timing, attention, and effort that most men never register. Here's where a lot of guys fumble. They file her behavior under just being friendly or assume she's cold and back away. Meanwhile, she's quietly laying a breadcrumb trail, hoping you can read what isn't being said. Let's be straight. If you can't spot the hidden tells, women will seem mysterious forever. But once you understand the pattern, the fog lifts. You'll recognize when she's into you, even if she's playing it cool, and you'll know how to respond without overreaching. In today's video, we're breaking down the real signs a woman likes you, but is trying not to show it through practical psychology, not cliches. No, she laughs at your jokes fluff. We're talking subtle, test-driven behaviors and the small psychology tricks women use to protect themselves while signaling interest. If you're done guessing and ready to understand women at a deeper level, especially the signals men 35 plus tend to overlook, you're in the right place. Let's switch on that radar and decode what's been in front of you the whole time. 1. She gets nervous around you but tries to play it cool. Don't be fooled into thinking nervousness equals disinterest, because that's exactly where so many men crash and burn. Be smart. Nervous energy often means she cares way too much about how you see her. That is her body betraying her heart. Notice how she fidgets with her phone, twists her hair, or suddenly adjusts her clothes like she's auditioning for a part she didn't even know she signed up for. Those aren't random habits. Their psychology tricks her subconscious is pulling off without asking her permission. And here's the kicker. While she's practically buzzing on the inside, she'll cover it with an "I'm so chill" performance. She might look away just a fraction of a second too quickly after eye contact, or throw in a colder tone than usual, like she's saying, "I'm totally unaffected," while her pulse is sprinting like it's training for a marathon. If you miss this, you'll wrongly assume she's distant. Don't. Be attentive, because female psychology is slippery like that. And don't forget her voice. It's one of the biggest betrayers. When she likes you but doesn't want the secret leaking out, her tone changes without her consent. Softer sometimes, higher sometimes, and always just a little different with you than with the rest of the male population. That is not coincidence. That is emotion slipping through the cracks. In a group, watch her body language. The moment you enter the room, she might sit straighter, adjust her posture, or subtly scan her outfit like she's checking her reflection without a mirror. Again, no coincidence. It's her nervous system announcing attention. He's here. And yet she'll pretend none of this is happening because vulnerability is the last thing she wants to hand over too quickly. Now here's where men usually mess it up. They either bulldoze past these signs or they embarrass her by calling it out directly. Don't ever say, "Why are you nervous?" unless you want to see her retreat into her shell faster than a turtle spotting a hawk. Be wise. Stay calm. Stay confident. Let her nerves work in your favor, because it's not rejection, it's attraction in disguise. Think about it. Women don't get nervous around men they don't care about. If she's breezy, casual, completely unshaken, you're background noise. But if she's tripping over her own attempts to look unaffected, congratulations, you've made an impact. And the psychology tricks she's unconsciously playing prove it. So the next time you catch a woman acting inconsistent, fidgeting, shifting tone, hyper-aware of herself, don't jump to conclusions. Be steady. Be grounded. That is how you give her space to unravel her disguise slowly and safely. Remember, understanding female psychology isn't about exposing her secrets. It's about respecting the signals she doesn't even realize she's sending. Play it cool. Let her nervousness be the silent confession it really is, and you'll discover how to fall in love without either of you even noticing it's happening until it's too late. 2. Her eyes say more than her words. A woman can train her voice. She can rehearse her words. She can even perfect an indifferent attitude. But her eyes? Her eyes are traitors. They'll betray her no matter how much she tries to keep her cool. When she likes you but doesn't want you to know it, her eyes write the love letter her lips never send. If you want to attract women, you must learn to read this hidden script. The power of eye contact. Eye contact is never just looking, it's energy. It's intention. Normally, people hold eye contact for a few seconds, then break it naturally. But when a woman is drawn to you, things shift. Sometimes her gaze lingers, like she's silently saying, I see you. Other times, she can't hold it at all, because locking eyes with you feels too intimate, too vulnerable. That's the paradox. Both holding and breaking eye contact can reveal attraction. The difference is in the intensity. A quick glance followed by a shy smile, that's not random. That's her interest slipping out before she yanks the mask back on. Watching without talking. Here's another giveaway, where her eyes wander when she doesn't have to look at you. Picture a group conversation. Everyone's laughing, telling stories. She's not talking at the moment. But watch her eyes. Do they scan the room and land right back on you? Again and again? That's attraction in stealth mode. Women don't just happen to check in on men they don't care about. When she keeps looking for you even when words aren't needed, that's her subconscious spotlight shining on you. The lingering glance. The most dangerous glance is the one that lingers just a beat too long. Subtle, quick, easy to miss if you're not paying attention. But if you catch it, you know, that extra second wasn't an accident. And here's the kicker. If her eyes drift to your mouth while you're talking, her subconscious has already jumped ahead. That's physical attraction she can't disguise. Her words may sound casual, but her gaze betrays desire. When you catch her staring, if you unexpectedly catch her staring, pay attention to what happens next. Does she snap her head away, fiddle with her phone, or suddenly act fascinated by the ceiling? That's not coincidence. That's panic. That's her covering up the fact she got caught. Remember this truth. A woman with no interest won't care if you see her looking. She'll hold her gaze steady, unbothered. But the one who's attracted to you? She'll look guilty, like you just found her diary. Her eyes in conversation. When you speak to her, notice her pupils. Do they dilate? Do her eyes light up, even when her words stay neutral? Those are involuntary signs of desire. She cannot fake them. If she's smiling with her eyes while pretending to act cool, believe the eyes. Not the words. Words are armor. Eyes are truth. Most men miss all of this. Why? Because they're too focused on what she says. But women are masters of disguise with language. They can downplay, deflect, and deny. What they cannot control are the micro messages their eyes broadcast. And that's where a high-value man separates himself from the crowd, by noticing what others overlook. Don't just listen. Watch. If her mouth says friendly, but her gaze keeps circling back to you, her attraction has already spoken. Be the man who pays attention. Be the man who reads the signs. That is how you attract women. That is how you project masculine energy. And that is how you carry yourself like a high-value man who knows when a woman's eyes have already betrayed her heart. If you found this valuable, hit that like button, drop a comment, and share this with someone who could use it. Don't forget to subscribe for more psychology insights and wisdom. Speech balloon comment to remember, I trust what eyes reveal, not just words. 3. Body language that betrays her attraction. Listen up. Read actions, not alibis. A woman's body broadcasts before her mouth ever files a report, and your job is to observe with calm precision, not chase stories. What you're looking for is consistent, congruent, repeated cues, because one cue can lie, clusters rarely do. Face orientation is first. If she keeps angling her torso toward you, even while talking to others, that is interest trying to stay anonymous. If she habitually pivots away, that is distance painted in posture. Proximity is second. Women guard personal space with men they don't want. When attraction leaks, the gap shrinks. She stands a step closer than necessary. She lingers in your orbit. She leans in when you speak, even though she could hear you just fine from 2 feet back. Don't rationalize that away. Don't overreach either. Test gently. Hold your ground and take a half step closer. If she remains or leans in, proceed. If she recoils or stiffens, respect it and retreat. Hands tell on the heart. Hair touches, neck grazes, micro-grooming, buttons, sleeves, earrings are all nervous energy looking for an exit when attraction is present. Mirroring is the undercover handshake. You cross a leg, she crosses. You pick up your glass, she shadows the move. You relax back, she follows. Rapport without a syllable. Posture upgrades are another flair. Around men she's indifferent to. Posture drifts into neutral. Around men she wants to impress. She straightens, shoulders back, subtle spinal lift, a touch more on. Feet are the blunt truth, because feet don't know how to lie. In conversation circles, notice where her toes park. If they keep finding you while her attention is elsewhere, you are the elsewhere. Remember Martha Graham's line, the body never lies. Remember Emerson's hammer, what you do speaks so loudly that I cannot hear what you say. That is old Stoic wisdom applied to modern dating. Observe deeds, discount declarations, decide from data. Don't hunt for magic, hunt for patterns. In a fast, device-distracted world, offices, cafes, gyms, school events, crowded lobbies, attention is the real currency. She donates attention when she doesn't have to. She stays when she could leave. She re-enters your space after exiting it. These are not accidents. Yet you must be disciplined. You must require 2 or more green lights before you act. Let Stoicism win over impulse. Stoicism win when you respond to signals, not fantasies. Build an iron mind that measures before it moves. To acquire knowledge, one must study, but to acquire wisdom, one must observe, says Marilyn Vos Savant. Observe, count, confirm, then let. Here's the field manual. Scan orientation, scan distance, scan mirroring, scan posture, scan feet. Do not interrogate one cue. Do not force proximity. Let the situation reveal itself. Ask a neutral question, pause, and watch whether she repositions closer or farther. Offer a light tease, then note whether her eyes brighten and her shoulders open or whether her arms fold and her weight shifts away. In modern life, time is tight and nerves are thin. Clarity is kindness. If the cues align, be direct and simple. Grab a coffee next week. If the cues conflict, don't chase. Don't argue reality. Don't script a movie in your head. That is your ego talking. Replace it with old Stoic wisdom. Control only what you can, your presence, your pace, your respect. When you do engage decisively and cleanly. Speak plainly. Keep your body language open and grounded. Square your shoulders, relax your jaw. Keep your voice steady. An iron mind is calm, not cold, attentive, not clingy, decisive, not pushy. You must lead with options, not pressure. Suggest a time, then let her choose. If she declines, you exit with grace and keep your momentum. Power is not in pursuit, power is in posture. Don't make her guess your intention. Don't make yourself guess hers. Let evidence accumulate. Let old Stoic wisdom moderate your excitement so your judgment stays sharp. In a world of mixed signals and curated social personas, your advantage is simple: superior observation plus patient action. The successful warrior is the average man with laser-like focus, Bruce Lee reminds us. Focus on the tells. Focus on the trend, not the blip. Focus on composure. That is how you create small, certain wins. That is how Stoicism win in the noise of daily life. That is how you carry an iron mind through the room and let reality choose you back. Let's be clear. Don't beg. Don't guess. Don't chase. Observe, verify, act. Repeat the fundamentals until they become instinct. That is mastery. That is control. That is how you win with quiet authority and walk away with your time, your dignity, and often the date. 4. The accidental jealousy test. Don't underestimate it. When a woman likes you but refuses to spell it out, one of her favorite weapons is not romance, it's psychology tricks. That is, she'll test you with jealousy. She won't come straight with "I like you" because that would be too risky. Instead, she creates little traps, carefully designed situations, and then sits back with the patience of a poker player to see how you react. And here's the kicker: you won't even realize she's doing it until you learn the patterns of female psychology. She might start light, mentioning another man in passing, like it's nothing. "Oh, John texted me something hilarious today." Sounds innocent, right? Wrong. What's really happening is that she's studying you harder than a scientist with a microscope. She's watching if your face twitches, if your tone dips, if you suddenly go quiet, or if you act too cool. Every shift in your energy is data, and she's taking mental notes. If you crack, she knows you care. If you shrug like she's describing a weather forecast, she might wonder if you ever noticed her at all. That is the razor's edge she balances on. Sometimes she raises the stakes. She'll laugh just a little louder at another man's joke when you're around, maybe give his arm a playful tap. Not to betray you, not to ditch you, but to see if you'll reveal even a flicker of protectiveness. Female psychology thrives on this unspoken language. If you react with balanced confidence, you pass the test. But if you snap like a jealous teenager, you fail miserably. Don't get it twisted. She doesn't want the other guy. She wants to see her effect on you. That's how women play the long game of how to fall in love without saying it out loud. Jealousy games can even sneak online. She might suddenly post a photo that seems accidentally too alluring, knowing your eyes will land on it. Or she'll casually drop that she's been busy with someone you've never met. It's not about replacing you. It's about stirring curiosity and forcing you to reveal just how much she matters in your world. This is not an accident. This is strategy. And it's one of the most common psychology tricks women deploy when emotions are on the line. But here's where most men blow it. Overreact, and you hand her your power. You start interrogating, sulking, competing with ghosts, and suddenly you look insecure. That is the fastest way to destroy attraction. On the flip side, don't swing too far into the "I don't care" zone. Indifference can be deadly. If you act like she means nothing, she'll believe you and she'll pull away. The key is balance. Be calm. Be confident. Be playful. If she brings up another guy, don't flinch. Say, "That's cool. I'm glad he's funny. But I'm not easy to top in the humor department." That's confidence wrapped in charm. No stuttering. No begging. Just solid ground under your feet. Because at the core, she's not testing for drama, she's testing for strength. She wants to see if you can handle pressure without losing yourself. Women are drawn to emotional stability the way bees are drawn to honey. They want to know, can this man stand tall in the storm? If you pass her accidental jealousy test, she won't admit it out loud, but her attraction for you will deepen. And whether she keeps pretending or not, you've just unlocked another layer in the mysterious, beautiful puzzle of female psychology. Understand this game, master these psychology tricks, and you'll not only recognize when a woman is secretly falling for you, you'll know exactly how to fall in love the right way without ever losing your power. And if you've ever spotted a jealousy test, drop this in the comments right now. I stay calm. I stay in control. Hit that like button, subscribe for more psychology secrets, and remember, true strength is quiet confidence. 5. The push-pull game. Gentlemen, let's talk about one of the most confusing yet fascinating behaviors in the dating world, the push-pull game. If you've ever felt like you were on an emotional roller coaster with a woman, one moment she's warm and playful, the next she's distant and icy, congratulations, you've just entered the arena of push-pull. And here's the kicker, it often means she likes you. She's just trying not to show it. The two-faced dance. Picture this. She's leaning in, laughing at your jokes, maybe brushing your arm by accident. You're thinking, finally, she's into me. Then, bam, the energy shifts. She replies with one-word answers. Avoids eye contact. Suddenly, you're not sure if you misread everything. That's not chaos. That's strategy. Don't see it as random. See it as deliberate. Women use push-pull when they're interested, but wrestling with vulnerability. It's her way of checking. Can this man stay steady, or will he crumble when the winds change? The test you must pass. Here's the truth most men miss. Push-pull isn't rejection, it's a test. If she pulls back and you panic, chase harder, or start begging for her attention, you fail. You just told her you're emotionally dependent on her. And nothing kills attraction faster than neediness. But if you hold your ground, if you stay cool, keep your composure, and let her mood swing without shaking your center, that's when you shine. That's when you stand out as a high value man. Be steady, be calm, be a rock. Because what she secretly craves is a man with masculine energy, someone who won't be tossed around by her emotional tides. Why does she do this? Because pull creates tension, and tension creates attraction. Think about it. Predictability is boring. If she gave you constant affection, your brain might switch off. But when she mixes signals, when she pulls you in and pushes you away, suddenly she becomes a puzzle. And men love puzzles. This mystery keeps you hooked, wondering what's going on in her mind. That's exactly the point. Communication games. Pull doesn't just happen face to face. You'll see it in text too. One day she's firing off enthusiastic messages. The next, she takes hours to reply. She might cancel plans last minute, only to bounce back later with even more enthusiasm. To you, it feels inconsistent. To her, it's about stability. She wants to know, will you stay solid no matter what? Or will you lose control? The wrong move most men make. Here's where most guys crash and burn. They chase harder when she pulls away. They think if I show her I care more, she'll stop being distant. Wrong. The harder you chase, the less power you have. You start orbiting her world instead of being the sun she orbits. The right move. Don't chase. Don't collapse. Mirror her energy, but keep your frame. If she's distant, you don't punish her or sulk. You just keep living your life. Hang with your friends. Focus on your goals. Stay in your lane. Show her you're not dependent on her attention for your happiness. That's what an attract women mindset looks like. A man who's grounded, independent, and unshaken. The bottom line. Pull is not your enemy. It's proof she feels something and is testing whether you're worth her investment. So don't interpret it as rejection. Interpret it as opportunity. Pass the test by being calm, centered, and consistent. Show her you're the man who cannot be manipulated by fleeting moods. Stay strong, keep your frame, and you'll not only pass the pull game, you'll win her respect and deepen her attraction. Be the man she can't ignore. Be the rock she leans on. And above all, be the high-value man with masculine energy who knows how to attract women without losing himself. 6. Jealousy without admission. Jealousy without admission is one of the most powerful hidden signs a woman likes you but refuses to expose. And if you fail to recognize it, you miss the golden key to her true emotions. Most men are blind to this game, but not you. You must learn to see beyond words, beyond silence, beyond the mask. Remember what Marcus Aurelius said: if it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. She will never directly say, I'm jealous, because that would reveal her vulnerability, her secret. Instead, she cloaks it under silence, sarcasm, or distraction. That silence, that joke, that sudden mood swing, that is her confession. That is the truth she cannot hide. That is your sign. Picture this. You're at work, chatting casually with a female coworker. The woman who secretly desires you notices. Suddenly, her tone shifts. She goes quiet, gives short replies, or pretends to scroll endlessly on her phone. She's not indifferent, she's burning inside. Or she may swing the other way, raising her voice, cracking a bold joke, stepping right into your space. She wants you back in her orbit. This is not random behavior. This is strategy, even if unconscious. And if she's daring, she throws in sarcasm. Wow, she seems really into you. But behind that line is the sting of jealousy, the dagger of desire. In today's modern world, jealousy takes on even more subtle masks. On social media, it might be a sudden storm on your old posts right after she sees another woman comment on your profile. Or she might casually bring up a man in her life, a good friend, an ex, or even a celebrity, just to test if your iron mind will crack. She isn't really interested in those men. Number. She's measuring your reaction. She wants to know, are you invested or are you just passing by? This mirror strategy is one of the most common psychological tricks. She tries to make you feel the very sting she's experiencing. And here lies the old Stoic wisdom. Jealousy is never born from indifference. If she truly didn't care, she would not flinch, she would not test, she would not play. Indifference is death to attraction. Jealousy is proof of fire. But here is where most men destroy their own chances. They confront her with, "Are you jealous?" She will deny it because admitting would mean surrender. Or they play the childish game of stoking her jealousy further, thinking they are in control. Both moves fail. Both moves show weakness. A man of strength does not chase validation. A man of discipline does not play petty games. A man with an iron mind stays calm, unshaken, unmoved. He sees the sign, acknowledges it internally, but never lets it control his moves. As Epictetus taught, no man is free who is not master of himself. That is Stoicism win. That is how you separate yourself from the ordinary. In the battlefield of modern dating, hidden jealousy is the most reliable compass. Ignore her words, study her reactions, watch her when other women enter your circle, observe her when your attention drifts away. If she shifts, if she stiffens, if she tests, you have your answer, but never, ever let her see you flustered. Don't give her control of the frame. Your job is to stand tall, speak steady, and continue as if nothing shakes you. That silent dominance drives her attraction deeper because women are drawn not to the man who reacts, but to the man who cannot be moved. Let's draw wisdom from Theodore Roosevelt. Speak softly and carry a big stick. You will go far. In this context, the big stick is not aggression, but the calm authority of a man who knows his worth. Women test because they seek strength. They test because they crave reassurance that the man in front of them is not fragile. If you crumble under jealousy games, you fail the test. If you rise above with discipline, you win. So what must you do? Don't confront, don't manipulate, don't play the weak boy. Instead, notice the shift, mark it in your mind, but remain calm. Engage naturally, stay confident, and let her realize on her own that her jealousy has no power over you. This makes you magnetic. This makes her attraction grow stronger because deep down, she wants a man she cannot shake, a man with an iron mind, a man who lives by stoicism wins. Understand this. Jealousy is not your enemy. It is your proof. It is your window into her secret desire. She will never put it into words, but her reactions expose her heart. You must learn to see, to interpret, and to lead. Don't waste energy trying to provoke it. Don't waste words trying to confirm it. Simply live above it and let her attraction flourish naturally. In practical life, this principle applies everywhere. At work, in friendships, even on social media. When she reacts to other women, that is a sign. When she tests with male names, that is a sign. When her sarcasm cuts sharper, that is a sign. Don't ignore it, but don't play into it. Train yourself to spot the signs, but train yourself even harder to remain unmoved, because that is real strength. That is old Stoic wisdom in action. Let me leave you with Seneca's timeless reminder. He who has a why to live can bear almost anyhow. Your why is simple: to master yourself, to rise above, to live as the man who does not bend. With this mindset, jealousy becomes your ally. It reveals the truth without words. It shows you her hidden desire. And when you see it, when you recognize it, when you hold steady, you win. That is victory. That is mastery. That is the path of the iron mind. Remember, jealousy is never about indifference. It's always tied to desire. If you've learned to recognize that, you've already unlocked one of the biggest secrets in attraction. Comment below with power. I see the truth behind her jealousy. 7. The mixed signals game. If you've ever felt like a woman was steering you through a roundabout with no exit, you're not crazy. You're noticing one of the clearest hidden signs of interest. Warmth one day, cool shade the next. Don't mistake that swing for randomness. That is a protective strategy wrapped in attraction. Be aware that when a woman genuinely likes you, she also feels the emotional risk of stepping forward and being seen, and that risk can be loud in her head even while she's smiling at your joke. You must understand the simple math of female psychology. Attraction plus uncertainty equals caution. On Monday, she texts first, adds a laughing emoji, and lingers in eye contact. On Tuesday, she replies late, keeps it neutral, and mentions she's busy. On a date, she compliments your watch, then says, "Don't get a big head." She flirts at the party, then later acts like you're just friends. Don't call that chaos, call it pacing. That is how many women manage rising feelings while keeping a sense of control. It's not a trick to punish you, it's a filter to see whether you hold your center or melt at the first hint of distance. Think of it as one of those everyday psychology tricks life throws at grown men. You are being tested for steadiness, not for gymnastics. The push and pull has logic. Past heartbreak teaches caution. Social pressure teaches subtlety. Personal standards teach patience. She's watching what you do when the energy dips. Do you chase harder? Do you sulk? Or do you stay calm, kind, and consistent while continuing your life? Don't misread the signal. Indifference is silent. Indifference does not text first, laugh at your stories, or steal glances when she thinks you're not looking. Mixed signals are signals. That is the tell. She's interested, but she's regulating exposure so she doesn't feel foolish, rushed, or unsafe. You must respond with leadership, not neediness. When she's warm, enjoy it. Mirror the warmth without overinvesting. When she cools off, don't pout and don't perform. Smile. Keep your plans. Send a light message the next day or two that assumes goodwill, then pivot back to your day. If she resurfaces, receive her graciously. If she doesn't, respect that too. Be the thermostat, not the thermometer. Thermometers spike and crash with every degree of her mood. Thermostats set the climate. That is the frame you must keep. In practice, try this. Invite her to a specific plan with a clear time window. Let's grab coffee Saturday at 11. There's a new place I want to try. If she says yes, fantastic. If she hesitates, offer one alternative. Then step back. Don't volley endless scheduling texts. Don't sell yourself. Don't chase validation. Your life is full: work, family, health, hobbies, purpose, and a woman of quality will feel safer joining a man whose world doesn't collapse because one reply took longer. Use gentle humor to acknowledge the swing without accusing. You're trouble, aren't you? With a grin in person can diffuse tension better than a paragraph of overthinking by text. That is one of the cleaner psychology tricks for men who prefer charm over pressure. Remember, you're not 19. You've built things, lost things, maybe survived divorce, maybe raised kids. Time is your most valuable asset. Don't spend it on emotional roller coasters of your own making. Be direct about your intentions. I like spending time with you. Let's see where this goes. And then let your consistency do the heavy lifting. Female psychology responds to congruence. Your words and actions match whether she's hot or cool that day. If she's repeatedly warm in person but distant on the phone, optimize for in-person and keep digital chatter lean. If she compliments you, then backpedals, accept the compliment, smile, and change the subject. If she withdraws after a great date, give space and re-engage once with a confident invitation. You must also have a quiet boundary. 3 flakes without a sincere reschedule is not mixed signals. It's low interest. Bow out gracefully. Don't punish. Don't preach. Just move on. Ironically, men who master this calm cadence become far more attractive because they're not hypnotized by the push and pull. That is how to fall in love as an adult, through steadiness, not spectacle. And yes, This is where psychology tricks and real character meet. You act from principle, not from impulse. Keep your humor dry and your standards high. Compliment her mind, not just her smile. Lead with plans, not paragraphs. Make eye contact, listen fully. Then exit the conversation while the energy is still good. You'll notice something fascinating when you do. The game shrinks. Her hot and cold tap evens out. Respect rises. Attraction deepens. Because you showed you can hold tension without turning it into drama. Female psychology reads that as safety. Safety feels like home. Home is where affection lives. That is the quiet path for how to fall in love without tripping over ego. Don't try to decode every comma in her texts. Be the man who's easy to read. You must let your steadiness speak so loudly that mixed signals lose their power. When her patterns stop knocking you off balance, you become the stable center in her storm, and the storm often clears. In the end, mixed signals aren't mixed at all. They're a cautious yes, waiting for a confident lead. Practice that, and you'll find the subtle line where psychology tricks give way to genuine connection, where female psychology isn't a puzzle, but a language, and where how to fall in love stops being a search term and starts being your real life. When it comes to women, the truth is simple. They rarely say what they feel outright. Instead, they drop hints, little signs, subtle behaviors, small patterns that you'll only notice if you're paying attention. The glances when you're not looking, the way she fixes her hair when you show up, the accidental touches, or the push and pull game, these aren't coincidences. They're signals. They're her way of saying, I'm interested, but I don't want to risk being too obvious. Most guys miss this because they wait for direct words. But attraction doesn't work that way. Women speak in nuance, in layers, in quiet signals that keep them safe but still reveal interest. That's why the men who succeed aren't always the tallest, the richest, or the smoothest talkers. They're the ones who can read between the lines without overreacting, chasing, or losing their cool. So here's my advice. Stop focusing only on what she says. Watch what she does. Her body language, her attention shifts, her little habits. They'll tell you everything you need to know. And when you notice them, don't jump in desperate or call her out. Stay calm, stay steady, and let things unfold naturally. Because once you understand the hidden language of attraction, you stop guessing and start winning. Thanks for watching, my friend. Keep your eyes sharp, your confidence steady, and remember, reading subtlety is a skill that changes the game. See you in the next video.